We have been covering these two little scamps like no other morning show ever has, will, or could. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, guys, we've been talking about their podcast all fucking the last month, which is still new. TJ Holmes has revealed that he could easily consume over 18 drinks in one day following the backlash of his romance with Amy Robach. The two, formerly of Good Morning America, broke up their career and their respective marriages as a result. During Thursday's episode of their Amy and TJ podcast, the pair admitted that they were appalled by how much they drank during 2023, which they called their version of the COVID-19 pandemic. Too soon. After
probably offensive to a lot of people.
I was going to say, actually, I didn't even pick that up when I first highlighted that item. After losing their respective jobs at GMA3, for those in the know. I didn't have a job to go to, and I was away from a lot of friends and family. Wonder why. We were laying low, so what did I do? I drank a lot, Robach complained. Robach? Quote, a lot more than I ever have. I don't think I have ever gone a full year where I drink every single day, and that was 2023 for me. Pussy. The former Anchor 50 noted that she wasn't getting wasted or drunk every day, but rather, quote, keeping a buzz going all day or keeping a heightened state of mind during an anxious year. Now we're talking. Robach estimated she was consuming about 30 drinks a week or about 4 a day. Holmes, 46, agreed, and he has also said he needs to, we've heard this quote before, needs to, quote, re-examine his relationship with alcohol. That's a very 21st century. Re-examine my relationship with fill in the blank. That is in the apology of many a thing. Prompting the pair to reveal just how much they were drinking before turning over their new leaf. The pair, who are, quote, big runners. I came up with this first. Big runners like to do what they called runs to fun, where they would run several miles and end up at a bar. I earn my beer. That's what I called it. Run to fun's probably a little more playful, where I will walk many a mile to a favorite watering hole because then I feel like I've earned it. Now we will run at 8 or 9 in the morning and come back and definitely have a beer, Holmes explains, noting that due to the runs to fun, he is typically already 2 drinks in by lunchtime. Once lunch comes around, they typically have at least 2 more drinks unless they have errands to run. From there, Holmes said he could easily have a drink in his hand from 2 in the afternoon until 7, 8, 9, or 10 at night. That is another 8 hours.
Name numbers.
That is another 8 hours of a drink in hand, plus the 4 I had during the day, he continued. Holmes revealed they spent $2,869 on booze in December alone. This doesn't include, however, the trips we made once in a while to a liquor store. Robach revealed that this is her first time doing the Dry January challenge, which she wouldn't have had the courage to do without a partner.
That's an issue. If you don't have the courage to do something, unless you have a man doing it with you, I'm ashamed.
I have Gino doing it with me, kind of. That is, by the way, you might as well say that for every show we do. Yeah. You being ashamed of women. Finally, I don't know. Well, to add to that, she said, I don't know that I would have felt comfortable, or honestly, this may sound crazy, but I don't know if I would have felt brave enough or courageous enough to say, I'm 100% going cold turkey this month if you hadn't said, I'm doing it and we could do it together. Ladies, what do we think?
There's so much.
It's a lot.
First of all, what do you think of their coupling? They're doing a podcast together now.
Brilliant.
Is it too much or not enough?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Really?
Oh, I love it so much.
I love it.
I mean,
have you actually listened to it?
No. I mean, the fact that they came together the way that they did, and it's so like middle finger in the face of morning television. Like, it's so naughty. And like, how many hours a week do we spend at work, right? Enough to build relationships with everybody. How are they not going to become romantic? So it's like, I like that that's where it went. I'm sorry about their significant others. There probably wasn't anything there anyway. But
there wasn't, clearly. Yeah, I mean, Andrew,
there wouldn't have been space for another relationship to be built if there was, right? So then you go into that, and of course they're going to capitalize on this, and they seem like this is so like single 2024 of me, but like they seem really in love.
Or is it lust?
I mean, but I don't think lust lasts this long unless you're drunk every day. So I guess we'll see how the month goes.
That's a very good point.
That is a good point.
That is a great
because
point.
I was drunk for one of my many relationships for probably the first 8 years, and look where we are now. So,
You have beautiful children.
beautiful children. Beautiful children.
And
very high tolerance for alcohol. And these
Their
are things
eyes
that
are
I
a
can
little
impart
bit
on
like
them
the E.T..
forever. Yeah. So I do think that they're adorable. And
And to add to the whole juiciness factor, the fact that their respective exes are now dating each other, you can't make this shit up. Hollywood would bypass this script for a Lifetime thing because they said we've done it before. It's too obvious.
Can we just take like a little segue here, because this brings up an issue to me that I think about constantly. The more I'm in the dating scene as a single mother and have limited time to date, the more married men I meet that are actively in 2 relationships. They're in
Interesting.
a marriage where they're maintaining their marriage for whatever reasons, financial, children, both sometimes. And then they're in other relationships where they're actually emotionally investing and constantly in communication. Now, I am not a party of that, but I just think it's incredible.
They're trying to get you to be a party of that.
No, but like, I think they also think I'm a safe space to talk about it with.
And the wife is aware?
Single.
Is this a deal?
I don't think so. I think that there's a comfortable disassociation.
Right.
When you are in these couples, these situationships, what it leaves open and where it goes, like, I mean,
Yeah.
does that become full time, or is this how our society is now, where they're finding their sexual, romantic interests outside of their relationships, which are really kind of business relationships?
I'm noticing that a little more myself.
Right?
The
access.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and also perhaps that is going to go by the wayside now that everyone's working from home.
I don't think so. I think it gives a little bit more space, because I don't know one couple that works from home that's like, I can't wait to see my significant other.
Oh, that is true.
They're like looking for an escape. They have space. They take time that they're not being acknowledged where they are. They're not acknowledging where they are. So I just think it's such an interesting, we're moving into a really interesting time, I think.
I wish you could bet on human misery. If I was good at betting on football as I am human misery, I would be a fucking multimillionaire, because you're sick of hearing it. But what did I say at the beginning of the pandemic? Everyone's talking about how many pandemic babies we're going to have. Oh, there's going to be so many pandemic babies. It's going to be like the new baby boom. No, I said, what did I say at the beginning? There's going to be a record level of divorces. And I was right. And
Well, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
was
bet
on an
against
island.
people.
Everybody was on an island, and they're like, get me the fuck off of that.
it makes total sense.
Yeah.